FaceTime, traveling on baseline. Since back in the days, I'm driven by creation. All the haters that doubted we come back and taste mine. Cause perfection takes time, and if you ain't got time, then you make time. This is for the fans waiting in line just to take side. Forward, some of y'all been pulling forward since the late 90s. When the playtime, over in the make rhyme. The expression and the art form I dedicate life to. And it's true that the music can erase time. Send you on a trip to see yourself and escape time. And it ain't like I changed, I'm still that same guy with the same high hopes, but watching the days fly. So if you see a ray of light in that pale sky, it's just a spaceship taking flight as we stray by. On a trip, 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 on a trip. Set adrift like maybe 20 years ago, with an urge to spit rhymes on time. Here we go. A young boy who just lost himself in music. Guess I never quite find my way out. That's why I do it. It's a lifelong journey on this winding road, and it's taking me to places that I don't know. But the unknown can be amazing, cause time done shown that there ain't a time or place Supersci won't go. Now if the wheels fall off, I'ma keep on walking just to go wherever this timeline leads. And if I feel all lost, then I'ma keep on calling. Let my echoes lead me right till I'm back on beat. I'm right now the size back for real to push forth to the future on this timeline. Follow the course, cause we on a trip, 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 on a trip.
My time travel started back in '83, and it seemed like this young girl wasn't gonna make it to be all the things that I became when life was educating me. Brought me up to see, brought me up to speed for real.
Came with the cord wrapped around my neck, might as well not exist. To the choke inside my mother's stomach, the outcome would have been different.
But I survived, grew strong, I fought back. Just never thought that this life, this journey with a path so crooked that fed me crap and I took it would have me thrown for the biggest loot, triggering a sense of truth, instilled it in the wildest of youth. Cause I was never God's best child, and I got the scars to prove it. I'm down to do it, although my aspirations have changed throughout the years. I'll forever be that chick with the music in my ears still.
On a trip, 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 on a trip along these timelines. On a trip, 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 on a trip along these timelines. On a trip, 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 on a trip.
Revolutions. Revolution.
From the planets around the sun to how life evolves, big and small things of all shapes and types revolve. Like the hands of time on the clock dial, move on.
Revolution.
Things of the past might come to happen again. Iterations in a cycle of past events, and we see history repeating itself.
Revolution.
From the seed to the tree with the tallest trunk, to the plants and the weeds where the pollen sprung. From the sun to the earth where the waters run.
Revolution.
Peep the rear view mirror as I think past tense. See my youth as the future of my own children. Bring a hope, a new life as the old ones end.
Revolution. Round and around and around. Revolution.
It seemed like everything changed yet stayed the same.
Round and around and around. Revolution.
Here for a quick stay before we fade away.
Round and around and around. Revolution.
Earth keeps spinning around, can't change the pace.
Round and around and around. Revolution.
And when we turn to dust, new blood will take our place. When things are stuck in a stagnant state, you think it'll last until you overcome and nurture in the critical mass. Then change can come around quick with a blast, that's what you have.
Revolution.
Cause nothing lasts forever. Societies rise, collapse, and whether people fight, break up, make up, and laugh together. Even the stars pass and the heavens are moving their own.
Revolution.
And yet it's hard to grasp when you on the grind and time revolves. And you got troubles on your mind with no time to solve. It's easy to despair in these lost times of war and
revolution.
But even if they burn the woods, the roots go deep, and out the ashes and the dust grow the shoots so green. It's all a matter what we choose to see when we speak of
revolution. Round and around and around. Revolution.
It seemed like everything changed yet stayed the same.
Round and around and around. Revolution.
Here for a quick stay before we fade away.
Round and around and around. Revolution.
Earth keeps spinning around, can't change the pace.
Round and around and around. Revolution.
And when we turn to dust, new blood will take our place.
Of my eye, and just like me, I know that they live in infinite circles. Everything that goes around must come around once again and once more. Repeatedly, everything comes back. It comes back to make its comeback, to come knocking on my door.
Nowadays, common sense, people just ain't applying it. I'm tired of it. Most these kids ain't even trying to think, they buying it. Brainwashed, dried it, and ironed it.
Everything you own, you got it for cheap. And if you get a bank loan, then it's almost for free. Taking everything for granted, how it normally be. Living in a fantasy land with money growing on trees.
But ain't nothing for free, that's just how reality works. It's a bubble for real, still you in denial cause it hurts. All the trouble you see, all the sick and foul in this world. So you slumber and sleep, head stuck in the ground like a bird.
Word, the system is designed to forever expand, but it's about to hit the roof from an endless demand. You see this physical limits to the globe where we at, and past the critical pivot shit will blow and collapse.
Snap, snap out of it, out of it. Your dream world, kid, is counterfeit, counterfeit. So snap, snap out of it, out of it. People mentally asleep, snap out of it. Snap, snap out of it, out of it. Your dream world, kid, is counterfeit, counterfeit. So snap, snap out of it, out of it. People stuck inside a dream, snap out of it.
We're bombarded with fast-moving electrons, flickering through high-def screens, attacking your neurons. The revolution will not be televised, so better think before you're quick to switch the channel one more time.
In reality, reality TV's the new reality, and actually there's few who really see the true reality. And that'll be cause reality sucks, so you resort to fantasies about the glamour of bucks.
All entranced by this electronic device that's jam-packed with idols, heroes, and desperate housewives. Stupefying talk shows, videos, and profiles. All that to keep us from thinking and dealing with our own lives.
But on the internet, information is free, so it seems, but it's infected by that same infotainment disease. 99% controlled by corporation elites. You gotta dig in deep, go against the grain with critique. Snap, snap out of it, out of it. Your dream world, kid, is counterfeit, counterfeit. So snap, snap out of it, out of it. People mentally asleep, snap out of
Course
it.
they want you to believe everything's still alright, so you can keep spinning, skrilling. I'll pay you no mind, it's business as usual. Enslaving the blind, leading us all to our demise like they play in the pipe.
We don't need no conspiracy theories. Facts are creepy enough, and the fact that facts are being hidden's creepy as fuck. Cause we keep getting stuck in consumeristic illusions, getting soft and the world is increasingly
Get
tough.
constructive, mass criticism against destructive. Alive forces hopefully will stir some walkers in. Awaken the zombies that be walking about. No time for dreams of utopia, man, get off of
They
the
call
couch.
it a bailout, but they lie through their teeth. It ain't nothing but robbery of the guy in the street. Banksters, the real gangsters, they got the elites. And entire countries by the balls. Ain't no wonder that there's riots and greed. Greed. Snap, snap, snap out of it. Snap, snap out of it. Snap, snap out of it, out of it. Your dream world, kid, is counterfeit, counterfeit. So snap, snap out of it, out of it. People mentally asleep, snap out of it. Snap, snap out of it, out of it. Your dream world, kid, is counterfeit, counterfeit. So snap, snap out of it, out of it. People stuck inside a dream, snap out of it.
Damn dog barking shakes me up and wakes me out my sleep real quick. I gotta get up and get dressed, make up the face that's stress, and take this little bitch out for a shit.
0710, hit snooze for the third time. Damn, why can't I make it out of bed? Kids already pulling on my legs. Get him in the clothes, go to drop him off at kindergarten. 9:30. Headache and lying thinking about things I shouldn't have done last night. Just one last drink, yeah right. I ain't had time for a hangover, still we're now past 5.
On my wristwatch. On my wristwatch.
11:54, I hear the banging on the door, getting louder like never before. They try to come collect, want me to come correct, but since I ain't got that skrilla, I just F that mess.
12:45. Damn phone keep ringing and it's already past lunchtime, and I only had a candy bar since last night, so I guzzled down my coffee with a pan pizza slice.
1:13. Got out of bed, but got so many things to do that I don't know where to begin. Heads to hurting, people stressing, bargaining. Gotta get to work in, said I do it first thing.
On my wristwatch. On my wristwatch.
5:15, I gotta rush and catch a bus to be heading up to Sound Valley. Already spoke to Dries, I wrote a note to Lee, saying I need a break from you, so cope with it.
6:23, Hooking up with the crew to rehearse for the gig next week, but my man Eric L just left with my keys, so I rush across town like head over heels.
7:30 now. Had plans on going to the studio, but couldn't find the time somehow. Cell phone blowing the fuck up. They wanna find out what I'm doing if I plan on going out.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick on my wristwatch. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick on my wristwatch.
20 past 12, your bartender lift a bottle off the shelf and let me drown myself with strong drinks that be mixed with and consisting of a clean actor with notes of ambition.
129 on the grind, spinning records at a fancy ass bar downtown. Drunk lady nagging in my ear all damn night, asking for the same song like the 40th time.
2:36. Should have persisted in staying home, but couldn't resist. Even triple booked the bitch I couldn't have missed. House party bar club, my man hooked up the list.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick on my wristwatch. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick on my wristwatch. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick on my wristwatch. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick on my wristwatch.
6:46,
017, 9:30.
11:54,
1:13.
5:15,
6:23,
7:30 now.
20 past 12.
129.
2:36.
You know you got a sow to reap. You know you got to give to get something in return. And every seed is all you need. So plant your own and reach for anything in the world. You know you got a sow to reap. Sow to reap. You know you got to give to get something in return. And every seed is all you need. All you need. So plant your own and reach for anything in the world.
In these times, greed is a worldwide plague, and we all at a risk to catch it. Cause we are trying to do for self in this modern day. Kinda seem like we running backwards, all fiending for the cream, and to spend it in a second life, stuck inside a dream of material possessions. Gotta glisten, gotta gleam, and so it's how it's measured. So we stressing it, we stressing it, we stressing it, we
Mass
stressing it.
psychosis of egoism and greed. We want it all, want it now, like we addicted to speed. And the things that we think that we need. The whole world fed the same dreams through the same flicker and screen. Trying hard not to think and to see. It's the hollow scheme rotting inside, man. It's thinking to read. This ain't the garden of Eden, but still we acting like he snatching the shiny fruit, but never bother planting the seed.
You know you got a sow to reap. Sow to reap. You know you got to give to get something in return. And every seed is all you need. All you need. So plant your own and reach for anything in the world. Sow to reap. Sow to reap. All you need. So plant your own and reach for anything in the world.
Everything in this world that we living in is controlled by its own equilibrium to be considering. Can't be spending without replenishing, thinking everything's limitless, cause there ain't a thing that is, and it applies to anything, I guess. Love and relationships, investments and dividends, true wealth from intelligence, and what nature's given us, got the soul to reap, I think it's evident.
You wanna harvest the fruit, you gotta plant the seed. That's what we realized after cutting down the trees. That ain't the way to go for longevity.
We about to plant some crops like it's the 70s.
Build the foundation for new generations through cultivation and through education. Food and sustainment, a new revelation for youth to engage in the true liberation.
You know you got a sow to reap. Sow to reap. You know you got to give to get something in return. And every seed is all you need. All you need. So plant your own and reach for anything in the world. Sow to reap. Sow to reap. anything in the world.
Talks cheap, but me and my peeps, we got to just say that forever grinding it out is not for us. Another drink make the future look prosperous. Try not to look back too much, as if I'm being followed, but never looking back would make my life seem hollow. Talking shit with my girl like we about to win the lotto, pretending like there's no tomorrow, but tomorrow always comes though. Like bills when you ain't got a dime. Trying to chill, but I ain't got the time. Last time I checked, I was 29. There's still plenty that I got to find, and that I gotta fight for. Soon as I find a proper map and the right course, cause where we heading these days I'm never quite sure. Looking down a vodka sour with tight chores, and nightmares of using white chalk on whiteboards. As life flashes by and fast forward, we try to crack a smile at the flash go off. Can't force the good times, so we press record, so that the day after we can record the day before. And life flashes by and fast forward, we're trying to crack a smile at the flash go off. Can't force the good times, so we press record, so that the day after we can record the day before. It's too cold for us, these lands where me and my mans we told to just bust our back, stack though, grow old and hush. Keep dreaming that the future turn prosperous. I'm old where I just don't fit in, a world that's narrow-minded and the walls are closing in. We're like stuck in and out with a future that won't begin. Try to grasp some hope but then I just don't give in. But sometimes it's hard to cope, and then I feed a bottle to the brain and just soak it in. It's like a throttle to the pain, can't hold it in. Now my laughter's like my tears falling, images flash from the past, all these years calling. I feel the love and the pain that I felt then, melt the numbness of my brain that I felt since. The illusions crack, the dreams that I had before. Should move ahead but I keep wanting back for more. As life flashes by and fast forward, we're trying to crack a smile, let the flash go off. Can't pause the good times, so we press record, so that the day after we can record the day before. And life flashes by and fast forward. We try to crack a smile, let the flash go off. Can't pause the good times, so we press record, so that the day after we can recall the day before.
On a trip, 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 on a trip.
Yo, I'm steady striving to be living in the now, thinking that other ways of living is somehow living in the now. Living trying to hide from your true self. Just think about the children when they smile and cry, they in the moment. That feeling that I gotta try to find when I'm focused on future concerns or second guessing, cause I know it's impossible to change the past. And plus I reckon that the future really starts right now, this very second. But it's oh so hard to live by. Sometimes it's easier to just dream than to live life. Sitting by the TV screen as time slip by, trying to forget the strife and just trying to get by. 9 to 5 or whatever you're grinding, thinking about some island or wherever your mind is. You try to hide it, but you're left with the sly sense that most of your life been some you didn't have time with. We living in the now, not lost in nostalgia though we've been around. For all I know we might be close to the end of now. That's why the present is a gift that we giving out to think about. We living in the now, not lost in nostalgia though we've been around. For all I know we might be close to the end of now. That's why the present is a gift that we giving out to think about.
In the now I sit and frown, trying to simmer down. I drift around this shitty town, vein hits the ground, thinking how I'm missing out, stuck in the system however. Still living proud, spit it loud, I've been around, hit your town, look it out, shit on clowns. Never been about walking the simple route, listen now. The inner sound, the thriller crowd, cowards hit the ground. You've been in doubt, here's the truth, I spell it out. It's PHONETIK, no need for mind games. Y'all weak and afraid, I reach refined brains, I teach as time change. Deep despite pain, I keep the right lane. See the signs, main full speed as I take what I need to restrain and put the demons in chains. Keep my rhymes playing by 2012. We'll see if the man's was right, what the hell.
We living in the now, not lost in nostalgia though we've been around. For all I know we might be close to the end of now. That's why the present is a gift that we giving out to think about.
I've been around for the enough amount of time to know, to recognize and see the different numerous signs that show that everything revolves around the sun. But ain't really nothing new under that sun, cause I still walk around wondering what did that happen to her son. People link to my past who ain't here no more, but it ain't like I can't see them cause they moved abroad. My mood gets dark, remembering how close I was of almost spoiling my chances getting rid of this. I like but time to throw it into the pitch black abyss. No, I realized I have the gift of life, but pain is rough, but it is mine and I'm gonna live it right. So I'm gonna take this one day at a time to see what tomorrow brings. I have to live in the now. So to all of y'all who might be questioning this and doubting my shit, move to the back of the fucking line and that's it.
We living in the now, not lost in nostalgia though we've been around. For all I know we might be close to the end of now. That's why the present is a gift that we giving out to think about. We living in the now, not lost in nostalgia though we've been around. For all I know we might be close to the end of now. That's why the present is a gift that we giving out to think about.
I used to wish that I could turn back time to the days of my youth where things were new and the world was mine, so I could sit around and dream about a future so bright, then all the incredible things that I would do in my life. But dreaming ain't doing and dwelling ain't achieving, so it's me that I'm screwing. Need no help from other people cause I've been so good at coming up with bad reasons. Shit ain't really moving my way, but hey, you see it's Gon' be my year next year, hell yeah. So throw your damn hands in the air. But it seems shit turned out a bit different. I'm in the same spot, just a bit more bitter, that's the difference. I can't be stuck in that state of mind, so I had to emancipate myself and thereby change my mind. To stay here and remain in the now. And if you can't feel that, then you remain in the now.
Get up in it. Yeah.
Check it out, yeah. Oh, yeah, come on, yeah.
I can't do anything at all that I wanna get into. I can't do anything. Won't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I can't do anything. Everything I think about can make it come true. I can't do anything. Yeah, everything I do is really cause I choose to. I choose to be one of the chosen few as opposed to you. I'm not even opposing you, I'm hoping you listen with an open view. Cause yo, you got a choice too. And I ain't talking about no Pepsi or Coke, X or no dope, no the nigga rest of the smokes. I'm talking about the bitterness of the hope, setting some goals and letting them know that you can do anything.
If you break free from the shackles of your mind, stop lingering. It's not a simple thing, even though it ought to be. It's easier to cling to what you know, but it's important to see you can make a difference, yeah, you can make a change. Realize your own potential now before it is too late. Most people just sit around and wait, but we can make it, y'all. We could create and accomplish anything
at all that I wanna get into. I can't do anything. Won't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I can't do anything. Everything I think about can make it come true. I can't do anything.
I can do anything.
I can do anything at all that pops up in my head. And I won't stop at nothing, y'all, won't stop until I'm dead. I can sit inside and just whine and complain, or look for the real problem and try to make change. Finding a way, living my life today, not just grinding away, trying to escape all the strife and the strain. Cause the place I be finding my fate is inside of my brain.
My train of thought is departing from this station, so come aboard for your chosen destination. Leave your everyday troubles on the platform, cause where we're heading, yo, ain't no coming back from.
Throwing darts on the map for ideas where to steer the engine, cause the track's in nowhere. So hear the whistle when we steam through, with no fear of the unknown. Cause me and son know that we can do anything at all that I wanna get into. I can't do anything. Won't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I can't do anything. Everything I think about can make it come true. I can't do anything.
I can do anything. I can do anything.
Believe that I made your warm heart turn cold, and it seems when I do that it starts to snow. This time's different though, sitting alone, you on the other side of the globe. Wish you were home, so I could hold you and melt the ice. Tell you about the regret that I felt inside. When you asked me, I wish I could tell you why, but there's no answer and I ain't felt this ways inside. So you were alone in the street that day, saw a black angel flow in the white landscape. Dark eyes contrast the bright haze, cold skies and the tight embrace. Warm teardrops freeze on the icy pave. The look on your face freeze what I'm trying to say. But really what I'm trying to say is we can make it till spring if we start trying today.
Leaves don't shake.
watching it through the scope. Crystal stars in the cubicles. He used to whirl around through the snow in the dance to our improvised musical, to which no one else knew the notes. Only you and me knew the notes. Now it's muted though. But I just wanted you to know that I cried, and I cried like a funeral. Let it out on a mic in the studio. I was stupid and clueless, a foolish soul. But if we try to move it slow, can we find and renew the hope? Turn the tide and remove the cold. Cause like spring water moving forward, that's how I want you to flow. And I'm sorry. It seems like the future is already here. If you look, you can see it almost everywhere. Even smell the scent of it in the heavy air, and hear the noise drench the echoes from yesterday. Wake to the same sound, it's a different day. Listen to the drops trickle down my window frame. Don't recall no midwinter rains from back when I was a kid. I guess that it was all different then. And it's not like I'm 60 yet, and though it might seem like it, no bitterness. It's just sometimes it feel like it. We in the middle of a shift to age, like we're finishing a chapter when we flip the page and suddenly realize that the sheets are blank and they not even clear and bright. Yo, they bleak and damp. What we get are right in them, can't see in advance. Just a glance, comparing how today be with the past.
But it can all change quick in a flash, and at the blink of an eye, whole paradigm seem to shift and collapse. The earth move under your feet, minutes ticking so fast, and finally you reach the point where it's tipping at last.
It seems like the future is already here. If you look, you can see it almost everywhere. Even smell the scent of it in the heavy air, and hear the noise drench the echoes from yesteryear. It seems like the future is already here. If you look, you can see it almost everywhere. Even smell the scent of it in the heavy air, and hear the noise drench the echoes from yesteryear. I remember growing up without the internet. Was kinda different, come to think of it. Without the world at your fingertips, think of a word to enter it. Isn't it strange though, how the world seems to be getting more and more ignorant?
I heard this kid caught a beat down on cell phone cam to say it's already on YouTube. Go tell your man, because everybody's watching but nobody gives a shit. Cause ain't nobody really close on the internet.
There was a time when people really met. I mean for real though, just drop by to say hello. What's up man, how you been? Catch you later yo. Not anymore, cause people stressing 724. But you already
and
know.
Everybody's so impatient, but that's how you become when everything is on demand. I used to sit in front of the radio, tape deck ready, waiting for my favorite show to air,
and asking if this and that came out yet. At the record store, and coming back week after week, just keep checking for. They say that good things come to those who wait. To do you appreciate something you just spent seconds on?
And if time is money, then it seems that we're running out of funds. Like waking up one day, taking a look in the mirror, realizing half your lifetime is done.
It seems like the future is already here. If you look, you can see it almost everywhere. Even smell the scent of it in the heavy air, and hear the noise drench the echoes from yesteryear. It seems like the future is already here. If you look, you can see it almost everywhere. Even smell the scent of it in the heavy air, and hear the noise drench the echoes from yesteryear.
What have you seen? What have you known? Where are you now? Where are you going? What are you seeing? What are you knowing? Where have you been? Where did you go? What have you seen? What have you known? Where are you now? Where are you going? What are you seeing? What are you knowing?
Been in a rush and I've been delayed. Been around the world in my mind today. Spin around the world in a rhyme I say in a haste. Don't even know what time or day. Cause I'm in outer space, above the clouds, shine of rain. And even though I'm out of range, cell phone rings and I'm wide awake.
Been in too many places in a short amount of time, and I leave all the bad things behind if I can find the type of peace of mind to get me moving and get into it. I know I can do it, just let me prove it. Accept my destiny and suck up to it. Write a dope ass rhyme and just slip right through it.
Where have you been? Where did you go? What have you seen? What have you known? Where are you now? Where are you going? What are you seeing? What are you knowing? Where have you been? Where did you go? What have you seen? What have you known? Where are you now? Where are you going? What are you seeing? What are you knowing?
Been inside of these 4 walls 4 days in a row. I know there's so many places to go, so many faces I like to see. You know, just drop by to say hello. So I keep busy, minding my business till I don't see or listen. Cause every time that I don't have time, it's really like time has me now, isn't it?
Been in one too many compromising situations. It's been wasted time chasing days away, drifting, waiting for the shades of grey to fade away. But ain't it strange they never do? Make no mistake, they take the place of people you knew.
Where have you been? Where did you go? What have you seen? What have you known? Where are you now? Where are you going? What are you seeing? What are you knowing? Where have you been? Where did you go? What have you seen? What have you known? Where are you now? Where are you going? What are you seeing? What are you knowing? On a trip, 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 on a trip along this timeline. On a trip, 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 on a trip along these timelines. On a trip, 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 on a trip. On a trip along these timelines. On a trip, 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 on a trip. Supersci. On a trip, 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 on a trip.